Welcome to the 2021 deliberative session for the Plymouth-Pemmy-Baker Regional School District. My name is Quentin Blaine. I'm the moderator for the district. And let's open with the Pledge of Allegiance. The flag is on the back wall. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Has everybody checked in with the supervisors of the checklist from their town? Okay, well, should you take a moment to do that now? Well, are there any people who are not residents of the Pemmy-Baker?
Just me. Just me, Quentin. I'm going to give you this mic, Quentin, and we're going to... Testing. We'll have to go back.
Thank you. Do you want this whole thing back? Let me give you the one I felt. It stays on for a minute, and then it blinks and goes off. Okay, can you hear me now? I can hear me, so that's better. The purpose of the meeting is that we are going to review the warrant articles from the warrant that the school board put together, and we'll go through them one by one, and people can ask questions or we can discuss, ask questions of the board, and if an amendment is offered, we will consider the amendment and we'll vote on the amendment. Otherwise, if there's no amendments, they will go on the ballot, the official ballot for Election Day. If you have a telephone, please silence it. You won't be able to hear all the feedback if you don't. You want to get your fill of that. And the voting takes place in each town on Tuesday, March 9 on 2021. And the polls are open in your individual towns as scheduled. Please address all questions and comments through the moderator. I'm the moderator. When you're speaking, there is a microphone in the back of the room. Please speak through that so everybody can hear you. And any amendments that are offered, you can change the intent, but you cannot change the subject matter of the articles. If there's no questions, I will proceed with the Article 1, which is to negotiate and execute tuition contracts. To see if the school district will vote to authorize the school board to negotiate and execute such tuition contracts as the board may determine advisable for students inside or outside of the Pemmy-Baker Regional School District. The school board recommends this article. Is there a motion?
I move Article 1 as read.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I second the article as read.
Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. Are there any questions, comments, or discussion or amendments on Article 1? Hearing none, we will, Article 1 will appear on the ballot as written. Which brings us to Article 2, School Board Contingency Fund. To see if the school district will vote to establish a contingency fund in accordance with revised statutes annotated 198:4B. Such contingency fund to meet the cost of unanticipated expenses that may arise during the year, and further, to raise and appropriate the sum of $1,000 for such contingency fund. The school board recommends this article. Is there a motion on Article 2?
I'll make that motion to move Article 2 as read and written.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I second the motion.
Okay, Article 2 is moved and seconded. Any questions, comments, discussions, amendments on Article 2? I'm scanning the crowd as best I can. There do not seem to be any comments on Article 2, so Article 2 will appear on the ballot as written. Which brings us to Article 3, which is the Teachers' Collective Bargaining Agreement. To see if the school district will vote to approve the cost items included in the collective bargaining agreement reached between the Pemmy-Baker Regional School Board and Plymouth Regional Educational Association, which calls for the following increases in salaries and benefits at the current staffing level. Fiscal year 2021 to 2022, estimated increase, $154,745. And further, to raise and appropriate $154,745 for the current fiscal year, such sum representing the additional cost attributable to the increase in salaries and benefits required by the new agreement over those that would be paid at current staffing levels. The school board recommends this article. Is there a motion?
Yes, Philip McCormick. I move the article as read.
Thank you. Is there a second? Article 3 has been moved and seconded. Any questions, comments, amendments, discussion? Feedback? Yeah, a little feedback, but other than that. Okay, so Article 3 will appear on the official ballot as written. Article 4, support staff collective bargaining agreement. To see if the school district will vote to approve the cost items included in the collective bargaining agreement reached between Pemmy-Baker Regional School Board and the Plymouth Regional Education Support Staff Association, which calls for the following increases in salaries and benefits at the current staffing level. Fiscal year 2021 to 2022, estimated increase $65,585. Fiscal year 2022 to 2023, estimated increase $55,215. Fiscal year 2023 to 2024, estimated increase $52,236. Fiscal year 2024 to 2025, $47,840. And further, to raise and appropriate $65,585 for the current fiscal year, such sum representing the additional costs attributable to the increase in salaries and benefits required by the new agreement over those that would be paid at current staffing levels. The school board recommends this article. Is there a motion?
Mr. Moderator, I'd like to move Article 4 as articulated.
Is there a second? Article 4 has been moved and seconded. Are there any questions, discussions, comments, or amendments? Seeing none, Article 4 will appear on the official ballot as written. Which brings us to Article 5. Shall the Pemmy-Baker Regional School District vote to raise and appropriate as an operating budget, not including appropriations by special warrant articles and other appropriations voted separately, the amounts set forth in the budget posted with the warrant or as amended by vote of the first session, which is us, for the purposes set forth therein, totaling $16,036,640. Should this article be defeated, the default budget shall be $15,582,263, which is the same as last year with certain adjustments required by previous action of the Pemmy-Baker Regional School Board or by law, or the governing body may hold one special meeting in accordance with RSA 40:13, Roman numeral 10 and 16, to take up the issue of a revised operating budget only. This sum excludes the sums in warrant articles 2, 3, and 4. The school board recommends this article. Is there a motion?
I make a motion, move Article 5 as written.
Is there a second? Okay, Article 5 has been moved and seconded. Any discussion, comments, questions, amendments? Seeing one.
I have a very tiny question.
Okay.
I
Please
missed,
state your name and the town you're from.
Zach Terrell, Plymouth. I missed the budget hearing, so sorry, this might have been covered then, but I was looking in the athletics section. I noticed that under replacement of equipment, basketball for boys, girls, and hockey are reduced this year while other teams have added budget. Is that just a cyclical thing where teams, some years they get replacements and then other years they don't?
Yes, sir, it's on a cycle.
It's on a cycle?
Yes, it's on a cycle.
My only question. Thank you.
I'm noting that the budget has risen this year.
And please state your name and the town you're from.
I'm sorry. I'm Kay Hansen from Holderness, And I've noted that the budget has risen this year, and I was just wondering if there was any underlying new expense that we need to be aware of.
Is there a response?
Answer that real quick.
Sure.
The biggest expense throughout the budget was the retirement is up close to 200,000. The portion that the school pays went from 17 to 20%. So that is the majority of the increase. Retirement.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments, discussion, or amendments? Hearing none, then Article 5 shall appear on the official ballot as written. There's no further articles to come before this meeting. I'd entertain a motion to adjourn. Okay, moved? Yes, moved and seconded to adjourn. We are adjourned. And remember that to vote on March 9 in your town elections, and there'll be a ballot for the Pemmy-Baker Regional School District with all of these articles on it, on a yes/no. And thank you all for coming out, and also thank you to Plymouth Regional High School and all the staff for setting up the room in what I think is a very, very safe manner. I know everybody's concerned, and when I walked in, I immediately could appreciate what they've done. So thank you. Thank you all for coming, and see you at the polls.